I'm trying to do it, just in moderation. I'm trying to live long for my little guy.
I hear you, but whoo-wee.
I
Certain stuff I
know
just
it's
can't
been
do.
rough. It's been rough, but yeah, I knew I
Certain,
shouldn't have probably ate it from there. Ate that shrimp from there, but it
ooh.
is what it is. Yeah.
At least it wasn't like Keith Lee when he had sushi at that place in Seattle with the worm in it that was moving.
No, that's crazy. That's not actually.
Did you see that?
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
disgusting though.
So real quick, so yeah, it's disgusting. So real quick, he was knew how he do his stuff, and then somebody in the video was like, or somebody in the comments was like, "Man, you saw that thing that was moving," and so it was like a worm or something moving on it. So the restaurant tried to blame it on him, not knowing how to use chopsticks. So,
Really?
so they tried to bullshit with him, and then but then they closed down after that. And that's some crazy shit. How you gonna try to tell somebody they don't know how to use no damn chopstick when you see the worm move? Like you see, y'all know how worms move. Like you see that shit.
Bro, the fact that you gotta shut down though, like that's nuts. Like your
Because
whole
some, I
business
guess
is cooked.
yeah, I think somebody got sick, was in the hospital from that restaurant as well. So with that happening, and then with Keith Lee saying what he's saying, listen, you can't eat sushi from everywhere.
You can't eat nothing nowhere. Ain't nothing safe to eat
No, that is
nowadays,
true.
man.
That is true. Like I don't want to get like
Man.
I can get real deep with that, and we know Low can get deep with this. But but like food places, they allow so much shit here that other places that's banned in other places. Like that shit is crazy. Like and
And
they
even when
like
you travel like overseas, like the meat, like the steak, the chick, everything tastes different. Like it tastes
yeah,
completely
like
different.
yes. And they was talking about like McDonald's fries here got 19 different fucking ingredients. How? But then they were saying like overseas they don't have those same ingredients because they can't even use certain things over there. And that like I watched videos, I hate that late night shit. I watched some videos and that shit was breaking down shit like I'ma still eat them fries sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not gonna do that. I'm
Hey,
not.
McDonald's fries go nuts for
No, they
real.
do. I
Yes.
ain't gonna lie.
And if you got the app, you get them for free on Friday. You get a medium fry for free on Friday every
What?
Friday.
That's how you know you got kids. I haven't. I
Exactly.
don't remember
That
the
boy got
last
the
time I went.
app. He got the whole app, man.
You gotta
Man,
hey if you
listen.
go
Got a whole
if you
account
ever
and everything.
yes you get points like if you eat at McDonald's like we don't eat there all the time but that shit's safe because McDonald's already high so you gotta look for coupons like McDonald's is crazy McDonald's be $50 and shit so it's
Facts.
It's funny too about McDonald's. Like I definitely had that grandma and that mom was like, "You got McDonald's money? Shit,
Right.
you look at the prices today.
Right.
What you talking about? It was
right
like $1 for a McChicken back then.
no they be having like this is a deal and shit be like $7 like how did that used to be the meal back in the day seven
Right.
dollars used to be the deal used to be the meal so now that's the deal
$7
so
you get a drink, an entree, and might get a little toy on the side.
might get
Exactly.
right
Might get a little
you
Happy
ain't
Meal
gonna have
toy, right? Now
man that
$7
shit
you get
ain't
what? You get a drink and a fry.
a
Extra two
fry
ninety nine for the toy.
and a sandwich. And they got
You
the
can't even
nerve
get
like
a drink and a fry for $7 unless you get a small
no,
fry.
no. And then like drinks ain't even all the way $1 no more. Man, I can just go through a whole. It's so much, and then like it depends on where the location is. I know for a long time we had a deal. We always came to the app because they don't found out deals don't be the same everywhere. So it was like $7 for 2 medium fries and a 20-piece nugget. What? Yo, I said, let me get that. I don't get it all the time, but that'd be easy. You don't feel like cooking.
Yeah.
Divvy up that shit. We got
Look,
apple juice at the house.
right.
Take
And you know you got them boys, so they don't play
Yeah,
around.
they don't play around, so that shit will work. But now I can't even do that shit now. But that deal came through because 20-piece nugget, they can run through that shit so fast. It's not even.
That's Carter
Yes.
alone right there.
Oh my god, he can eat 10 by himself, easy. Like we're just no problem at all. But I don't want to go too far now. I know I can. I know I can talk forever. One day we're gonna have us a 3-hour podcast. I don't know when, but one day.
Oh, it'll happen.
It's gonna happen.
Because like apparently we always go live whenever the Lakers playing low, be rushing our asses. Get the fuck up out here.
Love you. Hey, she be mad just to get pissed off. She be wanting to rush to get mad.
Literally last Tuesday, bro, I was so pressed to get off, and it was a good game all the way until it was not a good game, right?
It was a good game.
I'm like, bro, ain't no way. Like, I'm cursing at the TV. Like, I'm literally thinking I'm about to go to sleep. I'm like, oh yeah, we should be winning by third quarter. Then third quarter, I'll be able to go to sleep early. No, sir. Like, and I stayed up to 1 o'clock to see y'all lose a game winner.
They definitely should have won that game, though. They definitely should have won
Bro,
that game.
I stayed up to 1 o'clock in the morning, was struggling.
Yeah, it was one of your time when that shit went off, like 1:30 for sure.
It was like 1:30. Yeah, it wasn't 1 o'clock. It was like 1:30.
They definitely should have won. They wasted a good opportunity to win that game, but oh well. Hopefully, and KD back tonight, so we're gonna get out. We're gonna get through this.
KD and Bradley. Yeah. You know, they somehow get healthy when they play the Lakers.
You know, when teams play the Lakers, it's like miraculous. They become Jordan and Kobe on the same time.
Bro, KD hasn't played in weeks, but now all of a sudden he's healthy and ready to go.
Weeks. He missed like 8 games, I believe. It's crazy. They ain't won a game since he's been out. So, anyway,
that's crazy. They were like 8-1 to start the year.
They were, and he got out. They just don't look good. Then Bradley Beal went out. Like they have no depth whatsoever. Like you lose KD is already bad. You can't lose Beal at the same time. Like that shit just can't work. But real quick, I want to thank everybody who came through for the playback. For playback, that's what it's called. Playback, that was fun. We got some more coming up. I think it's going to be December 7th and 21st. December 7th is Louisville versus UConn, and then December 21st is going to be USC versus UConn. I like to switch it up, not show the same teams all the time. Like, you know, try to break it up in a good timely fashion. I know, because I think like that Thursday, the 5th, is going to be like Notre Dame and Texas, I believe. I saw that. That's a crazy ass matchup.
They play each other?
Yeah, I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's the 5th. Yeah, December 5th is what's going on there.
Notre Dame.
It's a part of that. It's part of the SEC ACC challenge.
I was gonna say Notre Dame low key got a decent schedule. Like they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they got a decent schedule for sure. Like they got one of the hardest schedules.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go too crazy on them like about the easy schedule, because they got such a hard non-conference and conference schedule. So it's like, hey, get all your easy shit out the way, and you know. But I want to make that announcement. So we got those coming up. We're gonna have some more coming. So we try to give y'all those more, because apparently y'all like us doing that. Y'all love us doing the playbacks, and y'all got some good reactions from us on Saturday, because Olivia was going crazy towards the end, like the way she was shooting. Boy, we had some funny ass reactions, and it was getting there. We was in it, because it was a good matchup. We was definitely in it. ND will play anyone, anywhere, anytime. Yes, they will.
Hey, Neil don't duck no smoke,
period,
man.
Coach Vic.
No,
period.
No, they don't. No, I like their schedule. Their schedule is good. Like they really are playing a lot of teams. So I give them that. If you got a hard schedule coming up, man, it's okay to go ahead and schedule a couple cupcakes. But if you have a cupcake schedule,
LSU.
I was watching that game from yesterday against Washington. I mean, they almost lost that one. It's crazy.
They did.
Was it backcourt, Nick?
I don't know.
Let me get this up. Hey man, first of all, we get started. Welcome back to the show, Best Damn W Show, man. Episode 17. We got Lo in the building. We got Nick in the building. You got your boy Jay in the building. I say your boy. What year is this? I've been watching a lot of old shit. But anyway, we back, episode 17. I'm glad y'all are here with us. We got a lot of shit. Well, I want to say a lot of stuff to go over, but we got to recap the games. Indy did duck smoke when they canceled their season in 2020. Hey, that's funny.
That was COVID, man.
I give him a pass for that, right? I give him a pass for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, you know, UConn fans got to make themselves feel better about their schedule.
Yeah, I know they definitely do.
Listen, UConn's schedule is, I don't know. I got to go back and look at UConn versus Notre Dame. Now, I won't say that UConn has a super soft schedule like LSU. I'm not going to be disrespectful and say that. However, it ain't what people talking. Like it ain't what they said. It ain't what people saying.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. We're gonna jump right into this.
What's up, Tom?
Since we are talking about what up, Tom? Since we are talking about Notre Dame, we're gonna jump into.
Hang on. We gotta talk before that game. We gotta talk about the number one team going down. We gotta get.
Oh, you want to kick it out? You want? I was gonna lead them, but we can kick off with that. We definitely will. Yes. South Carolina finally lost. How long has it been? 3 years, 3 calendars? Oh my God!
Their last loss was Final Four versus Iowa before this.
Yeah, 23 last year.
Man,
they won 43 games straight, and that was the longest in their history.
That's right.
Y'all know it's crazy. Tahina Powell is on her second season with South Carolina. She just lost her first game.
Yes, I heard that.
Crazy.
I definitely heard that. Shit, I didn't look it up, but when the last time they was even down by 20 points?
I don't even remember
for a whole game. Yo,
I can't recall the last time I've seen that.
Yes, because look, I'm watching the game. I didn't realize until y'all actually said like, yo, they're down by 20, and I was like, both was like, I don't remember the last time he was even down that much. Like for a whole game, like, man, it's just crazy. But I will say, like, before that game, everybody was talking, even us, even I was saying like, old girl, is her first name Chloe?
Chloe Kitts.
She did nothing. She did nothing. Oh, I think she had 2 points on Sunday. 2 points. She did nothing. Absolutely nothing on Sunday. I mean, like they just look outmatched on every side, on both sides. The guards, the bigs. I don't want to say maybe coaching as well. It's just. We're going to talk about coaching because y'all talking real crazy about Dawn, but I'm going to shoot over to you, Nick, and give us the video you want us to post, to play. I'm going to play that.
Oh, yeah.
I got that. Let me
Dawn post-game interview.
Yeah. This is real quick, about 30 seconds. Dawn talking about their matchup against UCLA real quick. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, my message was this is what we usually do to teams. It doesn't feel good when you're on the receiving end of it. But you also know you got beat by a great team, like executing on both sides of that. It was beautiful basketball by UCLA, beautiful on both sides. Like I can't, I'm on the opposite side of it, but you can't help but to love up on it because it was fluid on both sides of the ball. They wanted it. I thought our kids fought, but we ran into a buzzsaw today. Teams, it doesn't feel good
that's some true shit to be saying right there. That's some true shit.
Y'all can never make me hate Dawn, bro.
Nah, facts. I was thinking that when I saw the video. I'm like, man, they'll never make me hate Dawn.
She could have been real salty. Oh Lord,
Tom, we don't need it. We don't listen. We need AZ to have a good game before you start talking that shit.
We need her to be healthy too.
Oh my God! Hey, Tom in the chat. This is going to be a long show. Go ahead, Nick.
All right. My whole thoughts on the game was, I think UCLA beat South Carolina on their own game, like at their own game. Honestly, when you think about it, like UCLA, there wasn't necessarily one big X factor to me. It was like it was all about committee. You talk about London Jones, who had 50 points, made like 4 3-pointers. What's the freshman name? Alina Arasolo had 13 points. Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice both had 11. It's crazy too because, especially with like the type of season that Lauren Betts has gotten off to, we thought that she was going to be a huge X factor, dominating factor. Honestly, like I went back and watched the game late last night, and I thought there were moments where South Carolina actually did a really good job defending her. I think there was a lot of times where she was trying to establish position. They didn't allow her to. So I give a lot of credit to Ashlyn Watkins, Sanaya Fagan, just for being able to at least contain her. Like, obviously, Lauren Betts is such a great player. It's really hard to, like, slow her down, but you can really find a way to contain her. And I thought that they really did a good job at that. But overall, I just think they got great production out of everybody. And then you look at South Carolina on the other side. I mean, I'll be real. Without Tessa Johnson, I want to say their first field goal was from Tessa Johnson, and she was in the second unit. She didn't even start in the game, so she was pretty much keeping them afloat throughout the first half. Then in the second half, Tahina Powell ended up coming alive. So it was only really two players that was really contributing offensively. I mean, just like you mentioned, Jay. I mean, Chloe Kiss only had 2 points. Raven only had 3 points. Nobody else really contributed on the offensive end, and I think that was really pretty much like the biggest difference to me, to where you had like multiple players for UCLA, scoring a double figure. So at the end of the day, I mean, look, South Carolina winning 43 straight games. That's hard to do. Like, that's really hard to do. I don't think people will take that into consideration. Like it's like we said, I mean, their last loss was in the Final Four in 2023. So they went a whole season, went undefeated, won the title, and then even this year got off to like a 5-0 start before this loss. So honestly, I mean, this is one loss. I'm sure they're not really sweating. I'm sure Don has definitely let the players know, like, what they did good at, what they didn't do good at. Like, this is still a team to beat. I know that they dropped down to, I believe, 4 in the AP poll. I got to go back and check, but South Carolina's still a team to beat, honestly. And I'll be like, even though they're not number one right now, they're still the best team in my eyes.
Really? Did we watch the same game?
They're the best team right now. They're the champs. They're the champs.
No. Okay, I respect that. They are still technically the national champions. I respect that. But
they're
from the games that you just hear me out. From the games that you have watched this year.
No, I will give it to you. They have not been playing that great. I will give it to you. They have not been playing well.
Hold on, wait. So yes, we can both agree they have not been playing great. But even with how they look right now, you are still saying that this is the best team in college basketball right now. Like, this is the best team. This is the team
as
that
of right now. They've shown me over and over again. I get it. Like I say, this season hasn't gone up to the best start. And yes, they got dominated. I'm definitely going to give UCLA their credit, but I don't know. I'm just not sweating this loss. Like, yes, it was a bad loss for them. They ended up losing by 15, but they were down by as much as 20. But I got no doubt that they're going to bounce back. 23. It was belt to ass. Like, let's be very clear. Like, at no point in time did it seem like they had control of this game. Like, they literally got beat. They got beat at their own game. And the funniest part about it is Lauren Betts didn't even score as much as I thought she would to dominate them. But I think the most important thing, she still had a double-double, 11 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks and 4 assists. But she's so talented that she doesn't even have to score, and she affects so much just because of her frame, her build. When you put her and Janiah Barker in there, like, together, they were clogging up that paint. They had no lanes to drive. They had no driving lanes. Like, they could not score the basketball because UCLA's defense was just so good. Like, I think that's the biggest difference in my opinion. Their defense was just dominant. They held South Carolina to 26% shooting in the first half. That's nasty. Like, that is nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the craziest part, like, when I went and looked back at everything, because I watched the game again as well. But when I went back and looked at everything, South Carolina shot the ball better from long distance. And they also had less turnovers and still lost the game. Still lost the game. You know what I'm saying? And
they got out rebounded, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they got out rebounded, and they also got dominated in points of the paint, 26-18. I think Lauren Betts' name is going to be in National Player of the Year conversations for sure. She just has it, bro. Like, she knows how to move her body, decent footwork at her size, can shoot the ball, can move her feet on defense. So yes, like, she didn't give you 30 and 9 like she had a couple of games ago, but just her presence of being there in the paint changed a lot of things. And like you said, Nick, unsung hero London Jones, bro, coming off the bench and scoring 15 points in 19 minutes in a game of that magnitude is huge.
She made all her threes.
Yeah, she hit 5 for 5 from deep. Yeah, 5 for 5 from deep. And then, like, when you look at South Carolina side, honestly, outside of Pow and Tessa Johnson, like, that's it. That was it. Like, and that's problematic. I'm going to go as far as saying as the starting lineup has to change. Like, this ain't it. Like, this.
It was bad.
What do you change, though?
Bro, to be honest, Bree and Raven can go. I'm at that point right now. Tessa has to start.
Raven was about to,
But that's the thing. Not even from the thing is you have to get people out there that can score the basketball. She ain't scoring the basketball, and she does other things great. I'm not taking nothing away from her. Like, I think she's a good traditional point guard. I think she's like she's not a scoring point guard. She's like the prototype of like traditional point guards before they started to transition into like I can score too, right? But this team needs scoring. Like this team needs, somebody that can go and get you a bucket, and Tessa has proven. I'll take it back to what did Dick Vitale used to call it, PTP, primetime player. That's Tessa, bro. Like we've seen time and time again, when the lights are the brightest, this young girl steps up. Like that's my favorite player on South Carolina. She's never scared of the moment, and she's always going to shoot that thing. Like she's just a dog to me. And so that's the bright spot. I do think that Pow is having a great year this year, just in totality. She's showing more of her bag to the GMs that are potentially going to draft her next year this summer in the W. So, again, one loss. I think Dawn would love. I think she is happy that she kind of got that off her back. It's better to lose in November than it is to lose in January, February, March. You know what I'm saying? So, not a huge deal, but it definitely it should motivate the kids to work a little bit harder. Like, okay, we know what UCLA can do now. Now we got to turn it up a little bit more. So I'm interested to see how they respond. And these are why these games playing elite talent is important.
They got Audi Crooks next game. That's all I'm gonna say. It'll be a tough matchup.
She said,
UConn?
The guy with the glasses.
South Carolina.
The guy with the glasses was calling USC the best team over the summer. He certainly was.
and I took it back. See, everybody gonna forget that.
He took it back.
Y'all gonna forget that? Okay, then.
I'll give you that. Fagan and Bree to the bench. Jazzy said, "Let the chopper sing." The game was definitely belt to ass. I mean, that's all I really got. Literally the whole time. The whole time.
We kept thinking that South Carolina was going to make their run, and then just never happened.
Yeah, I thought they would make a run, but I knew we all called. Well, I think Nick picked South Carolina to win, but me and UJ picked UCLA. So I didn't think that South Carolina was going to win, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. Like I definitely didn't. I didn't foresee that.
No, I never thought like they scored 10 in the first and then 12 in the second quarter. Yeah.
Not enough. You can't score. Nobody out there can score.
Like seriously, like it was not what I was expecting. I don't think nobody was expecting.
I didn't think the guards were going to be outplayed to the level that they got outplayed to. I didn't think that.
When that was happening, it was like, oh shit, here we go. This can be a long game. And then once you pointed out in the group chat that Betts hasn't been dominating yet, and I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be a long afternoon for them. Because if you're losing by almost 20 and she ain't even dominating yet, I don't know how you gonna come back.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I mean, their quote unquote two best players, Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice, combined for 22 points in this whole game.
Right.
And they still won by 15.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's tough.
So go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I definitely see where Nick is coming from about them being the champs and everything like that. They're not playing like the best. I mean, this, like y'all said, this loss don't mean too much. They definitely needed this loss because just keep on winning and keep winning. That weighs on you. Like, I ain't lost yet. So then once you get into the tournament, you can't lose now. So it's like they definitely had that, but I'm definitely impressed by UCLA. Like, this was definitely gonna tell us a lot, and it did. Like, Jesus.
Like, what do we think about Fulwiley's minutes? 3 minutes.
That's I know a lot of people saying you need to ask for a transfer. I'm seeing, I don't dive into too much of the drama a lot of times, but I was seeing a lot of people.
But why though? Like, why does she need a transfer?
Yeah. A lot of people were saying
she's not being utilized correctly.
Yeah,
but she was just averaging like what? I think she had like a couple 20-point games before this matchup. So
I think
but they think she should be starting.
Yeah, I guess what I saw, you just never know what's real unless you really do your research. But I saw some shit saying like she had called for her to go in and she didn't hear, and then Dawn like showing her a lesson, like teaching her a lesson type shit. Like, all right, then if you don't want to pay attention, your ass ain't gonna play type shit. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's going to really matter if she would have played, they would have won. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But 3 minutes is crazy. I don't know about the transfer part.
The game definitely would have been closer.
It would have been closer. That's the one thing I don't like about the transfer portal because people automatically be like, they should just transfer. They should just transfer. Like that shit don't always play out. Like ask Haley ass over there. At TCU.
Right. I was literally about to say her. I'm glad you said it.
Like that shit don't always matter. Work out like transferring. Then you're gonna be transferring every year if that situation don't work. So, I mean, she's in a good. Like, where would she transfer? You know what I'm saying? Like, where would she go? Anybody can take the floor. I don't know where. You know, I think people would take her, but it's like you're taking a chance on thinking somebody's going to play you these minutes or you're going to have a better opportunity. So I don't know.
Well, her mama hopped on Spaces and said, we know how to handle adversity. We ain't going nowhere. So y'all can go ahead and shut the transfer stuff down. Like, that's how I know people don't watch the game. Dawn did the same thing last year when they played, I think, was it UNC or it was some game.
UNC or Duke, I can't remember.
Yeah, one of those two. And, you know, she benched her because she felt like she wasn't showing enough effort on the defensive end. And then Fulwiley came out the next game and had a great game. Was great defensively. So I think it was just a matter of, you know, showing her something, like teaching her whatever the lesson was to teach her. Do it in November so you don't have to do it in March. I'm not mad at it. If we got to lose the game, to teach one of my best players a lesson so that she don't do the same shit in March, that's what I'm going to do. That's what a coach does, bro. That's what a coach does.
And this, like you said, is early enough. It's November. Like that's a good lesson right now. You 5 games in,
but it's showing you that I don't care about this record. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's showing you that like I'm willing to lose to teach you a lesson. And I'm not saying that if she would have played that they would have won. Like I think that UCLA just had their number, but we know that one thing she can do is score the basketball.
One thing she can do is score the rock for real. So it's like now if it becomes a trend, if she keep doing this, then I guess you can have a conversation. But I think this is not, you know how everybody just try to make things bigger than what it is. Oh, the whole transfer shit is just internet talk. That's it.
They're coming off of a natty.
Like what we doing? Like people just started jumping off the bridge because they lost a game. You know what I'm saying? Like they lost the game by 20, by 15. All the good teams have lost like that before, and then they still end up winning. Like,
but honestly, Donna's even talked about it before. How like it's kind of like a roller coaster journey of culture for Wiley. You know, because I think Fulwiley likes to play a certain way, but then Don wants her to do something else. So I mean, like honestly, this doesn't really surprise me.
Bro, she had Asia Wilson on the bench her first year. Stop. Like, if she's benching Asia as a freshman, come on, like anyone can be benched. That's just what it. When I got to teach you a lesson, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. That's what it is.
That's what it is. That ass. No, I'm with you.
Berserk said, I just think the gap between SC and everyone else is even now. It's anyone's title this year, including still SC. But in my opinion, UConn, SC, UCLA, Texas, and Notre Dame all have fairly even shot. I agree with that. I agree that. You know, I agree that it's this year. It's more of an even playing field, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, it's not a guarantee. Like, oh, South Carolina is definitely going to win the championship this year. Like, I already said it preseason. I was like, I doubt they're not going to even go undefeated. So I knew they would go undefeated. I didn't think they would lose this soon, but I didn't also realize they were playing UCLA this soon. Yeah, but I didn't realize that. So
we talked about it a couple weeks ago.
I know, but I guess when I made that prediction, when I said that they would, you know, I thought that they would lose and wouldn't go undefeated again. I just didn't realize that they played them so soon. So.
Yeah, I didn't think it was this soon either. I definitely not. I didn't realize it was this soon. But shit. Anything else on this game? I think we covered everything involving this. It wasn't too much to really break down.
Shout out to UCLA for being the one Cali team to hold down the weekend.
Oh my God, good segue. Good segue into USC Notre Dame. It's been a lot of bullshit over the last few days on the internet regarding Juju. And a lot of y'all just
hang on. I gotta cut you off, Jay, real quick. She's not Juju today, she's Judea. Until she gets her act right, she's Judea today.
Man, Judea, she y'all been waiting on a day like this. Even I know y'all was not watching her last year being in the Pac-12, so y'all don't know what she really was doing. Like y'all think that 27 a game was some fake shit. Like she took that team to the Elite Eight. Like she is that girl. And y'all stop with all the. Somebody said she not better than who the fuck they say.
Flage.
It says she ain't better than Flage.
Flage.
Stop the cat, bro.
Man,
Stop
cut
the
that
cat.
shit out, man. Man, cut that shit out. Don't start that bullshit, man. Don't do that. Like, she is the real deal. And all this, like, she's got praised because they're trying to compete against Caitlin Clark. Listen, Jadea was been that girl since 14. People been
Facts.
going to her games. NBA players been going to her high school games since then. So it's like,
I don't know about that. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was responding to the comment. My bad.
Oh, she stole Hannah's national freshman. I don't know about
Cap.
stealing. I don't know
Cap.
about that.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. Juju deserved
I
that
don't
freshman
know
year
about
more
that.
last year.
Bro, she put up 51 against a ranked Stanford. Stop it.
Stanford.
She had teammates that transferred from Harvard. Like, please stop. Like,
What?
stop.
You know, gotta chill.
Yeah,
I mean,
about
respectfully, come on. I mean,
Yeah, nah,
you
that's
ain't
what
finding
I'm
too many.
saying.
You're not finding too many harmonies around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This
stop
is what
it.
I'm saying, yo. Like, what she did last year as a freshman. Not too many freshmen coming in the year going to a team like USC is going to the Elite Eight. They almost was in the Final Four.
And then winning the Big 12. Like, the Big 12 was stacked. Like, I mean, Pac-12 was
Yeah.
stacked. Like,
It was
Literally.
It was probably the hardest conference last year.
Pac-12 and SEC. Yes, they
SEC,
were the
yeah.
two hardest
And
conferences.
they won that shit. Like, come on, man, yo. So y'all been waiting. People been in the bushes waiting for her to have a game like this. And even with her stat pattern, she still got 24 points. So, like, I get you on that.
Come
Like,
on
we
now.
love defense. We love defense on this show. But what she did was just so much. Like, it was like, and we love Hannah. Hannah gonna get her praise. Y'all gonna see in a sec. But
Yep.
I wanted to get that shit off my chest because I've been seeing so much shit on the internet, on Twitter about just lying. Just saying
Listen, this is the
stupid
only
shit.
time I'm taking up for Judea this episode because I'm at my wit's end right now with her. But they're really mad. They are so mad at her. Like, y'all so mad at an 18, 19-year-old, bro.
Crazy.
Like, because y'all can say all this, oh, she's inefficient, but guess what? She's still getting more endorsements in your favorites. She's still getting more NIL
She
deals.
just sound with State
She
Farm.
can shoot that bitch 5 for 20, and guess what? That State Farm check still cash it out, baby. So I get it. I truly
Generational
get it. I get it why
wealth
y'all
for you
mad.
broke
They
motherfuckers.
so fucking mad.
I get it why
They
y'all
so
mad.
mad.
I get it. And it's fine. Criticize her for shooting poorly. That's basketball, bro. Like, everyone, no
That
one is
is.
exempt from criticism. But for people to act like Juju is trash, that's where I got
That's
to draw the
crazy.
line. Like, that's
Yeah.
where I got to draw the line, bro. Like, her
Criticize all
switch
you
and
want.
movements are something that like the fact, like, the way that she just comes down to Euros like it's nothing. How many other women in college doing that? How many other women in the WNBA doing that?
And she's 6'2".
Like, come on, bro. Stop. Like,
Yo,
like, I get it.
yes.
Has not played great so far this season. The whole team has not played great so far this season. I get it. The criticism for basketball, I understand it. You don't get
Yes.
no complaints from me. But when y'all
No.
trying to act like she sucks, that's where I gotta
Yeah,
come in and be like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
And they started this shit immediately after the game.
They
They
did.
didn't even
Bro,
let
couldn't
it-
wait.
Like,
Couldn't
they
wait.
had the
Couldn't
tweets
wait
to
to humble
ready,
18-year-old.
bro.
Couldn't wait to
Bro,
go
I've
humble
never
18-year-old.
seen-
Humble.
This shit is so crazy. This is so crazy that they doing this shit. But Lo, I'm gonna hand off to you about your thoughts on the game. We watched it together,
Yeah.
and it was an interesting game. Say the least. Go ahead, give us your thoughts after you sat on it.
I mean, I think it was, the Irish controlled the game from start to finish. In fact, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, I think they went on a 16-2 run and increased their lead to 21 points. Like, again, belt to ass. Like, another game, belt to ass. And I actually thought that Notre Dame would win. I think we all said it on here. And it's simply because Notre Dame looks like an actual team. Like, they are well coached. They are well structured. And the craziest part about the whole thing, they're not even fully healthy. Like, they're not even fully healthy. They still got Maddie Westbell, and then they still have what's the young lady's name who transferred? No, she's out for the season.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
what's the lady? What's the girl? I said the lady. What's the lady? What's the girl's name? Liza Carlin. Yes, from Marquette. who averaged 17 points and I think 7 rebounds last year. She's a forward, 6'2". So she's going to come back and give them, help them space the floor more, shoot the ball more. Like, I think she shot 50% from the field last season and like 40% from 3-point range, or low 30 or high 30, something like that. So she can shoot the basketball, basically. She's a versatile offensive player. So when she comes back, not only are you adding another scorer with her and Maddie, like this team, if they can stay healthy, because that's been Notre Dame's issue, health. If they can stay healthy, I might have them winning it all. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. My only concern with them is how they are defending bigger players like Audie Crooks or like Lauren Betts. Like I need to see that first, because I'm not sold on the freshman. She's not bad, don't get me wrong, but she seems a little slow-footed. Coble, yeah, she seems a little slow-footed to me sometimes out there. So I need to see how she defends like these, bigger players before I fully go on my I think Notre Dame is gonna win type shit. But I think they played a great game. Hannah, absolute dog. So I think sometimes y'all get confused when I call people dogs, right? Dog isn't just being able to score a point. It's the way that you play basketball. It's the swag that you have. It's that I'm coming and killing you every time. I don't care what name is across your jersey. I'm going to be the best player on the floor every time I step on that floor. And Hannah is a fucking dog, okay? She's a dog, bro. And we've been seeing it since last year. And I know people feel, everyone's entitled to feel how they feel about Hannah and her off the court stuff. But on the court, guess what? Within the 94-50, that's one of the best players in the country, period. At 5'6", bro. 5'6", undersized, 5'6". So, like I said before, Hannah, 24 points
in the first quarter.
Right, 24 points, 8 assists, 6 boards, 5 steals. Bro, come on. Then your running mate, 20 points.
Oh, my God.
Hit 4 of them things from long distance. 7 assists, 8 boards. Y'all told me.
Her dribble package is crazy.
Nasty. Y'all told me that this backcourt wouldn't work. Y'all told me that, and y'all lied.
Talking to you, Tom.
I didn't know who he was talking to that even said some shit like that.
Tom.
Bro, multiple people, and it wasn't even Tom. It was not even. I mean, Tom was one of the people, but it wasn't solely Tom.
Tom, you crazy.
It was multiple people at the time, and I'm pissed that I didn't bookmark him like I should have, because y'all wilding. But anyway, best backcourt in the league. I mean, best backcourt in the country. No one's playing better than them two together. And I just think that they're well coached. I think that they're very gritty on the defensive end. I think that you can see that this is a team that has played together for a while. Even though Olivia Miles didn't play last year, we have to remember that she was healthy enough to play in December. So she was probably practicing with them and getting reps in and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is not her first time. This is not her first time playing with this team, right? So Notre Dame, I mean, they look great. USC, I mean, what a shit show over there. What a shit show in Southern California. Like
a big time shit.
She hadn't even got to Judea yet.
Like Lindsay, baby. I'm gonna just go on the record right now and say USC will not win the Natty this year, because as long as they have Lindsay Gottlieb as their coach, it is a dub. Like, they are not going to be good. They're going to win like the non-conference games. We're not playing anybody.
Good woman,
but she's just, I mean, probably a sweet lady. Seems like a very nice lady. Very, very well mannered. Very nice.
That ain't gonna win his game.
But as a coach,
so defeated.
As a coach, baby, what is that clipboard looking like? Because it's looking like my son's Scribble Scrabble. Like, ain't nothing on that clipboard, baby. Like, it ain't nothing on there. Like,
none.
I'm just perplexed that you have so much talent on your team and you do not know how to utilize it.
You don't know what to do with nobody.
Just out there confused, just looking confused. And I guess the most confusing part to me is nobody on that bench is offensive savvy. No one on that bench can draw up a play. Like, why are we still ISOing? Why is Juju still dribbling in the corner and getting trapped? Like, what are we doing? Like, it's not good basketball. And I will give USC a small break because Kennedy Smith was injured and she's going to be out for a couple weeks. And that's a big loss for them. And I don't think people understand how big of a loss it is, because she brings scoring, but she also brings defense and size at the guard position. So big loss for them. But even when you look at Kiki, right? Because I thought that she would have the advantage over Liatu King. I thought Kiki would have the advantage. She had 15 and 9 boards, but she shot 33% from the field.
Man,
and in
I
her
didn't know she was out there for the first 6-7 minutes. I didn't even know she was even out there.
Facts. First of all, they weren't calling her number, and then when they did, I mean, most of her points came from offensive rebounds and putting the ball back up, or mid shot, putting the ball back up. Like they didn't call her number. But I just went back and looked at Stanford, her numbers from Stanford, right? In the years that she played at Stanford, the 3 years that she played at Stanford, she shot from the field 54% or high, like the average is 54%. Right now, she's shooting less than 50. She's not being utilized correctly. She's not being put in her spots where she's most effective. And that's coaching. Like, yes, she can demand the ball and all that, but if your number's not getting called, what you gonna do, bro? Like, and so yes, for Juju, yes, you're shooting piss poor. Like, don't even I can't even get started on that because I already been talking too long. But like, yes, Juju needs to make shots, but she's taking awful shots. Like, the offense is just terrible. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, so, like I tweeted, 60% is on
movement.
Exactly. It's Juju gets the ball, dribble till she can't dribble anymore. Double team comes, she just launches it anywhere. God knows where. Don't know how you still don't know how to pass out the double when they were dubbing you all last year. Like, what the hell? Like, how don't you know how to pass out the double? Like, it's just so frustrating, bro. They did it all last year, and you literally came into this year and still can't pass out the damn double. What? Like, what were you working on? Your left hand is still trash. What your left hand, bro? You cannot go left. You still dribble right, dribble right. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? You haven't gotten better. I'm sick of seeing it.
I got some nasty stats. So Notre Dame shot 46% from the field. They shot 33% from 3-point. They had 20 turnovers and 41 rebounds. USC shot 35% from the field. 7%.
Nasty. 7% from 3. Nasty, bro. Nasty.
Fuck out of here. And then they had 21 turnovers and then 38 rebounds. Man, they lost every spot they can lose.
That's what I was going to mention too.
Basketball game.
That's what I was going to mention too, because I'll be real, Notre Dame didn't really have that great of a game either.
They didn't.
This is crazy.
They didn't. We were saying that while we was watching it, like, yo,
like, they were missing a lot of shots.
They was missing a lot of shots. They kept turning the ball over. That's how USC even was lucky to even be. I think they was even down under 10 at halftime, I believe. I think that's what it was. But the fact they wasn't even down by 20 plus was remarkable for USC, because Notre Dame, like, it's 21 and 20 turnovers. That's the same, but then you're shooting that bad, 35% and 7% from 3.
That's nasty.
Stop shooting 3.
Juju 0 for 5 from 3, bro. Take the ball to the basket, like.
Hey, if y'all have not came for a playback, make sure you're there for the next one. This is what you get. This is how low it is.
I'll be on 10.
This is what you're gonna get. But it was just nasty. Like, it was so many possessions in a row that they would just stand there. Or then I would see times like Kiki would ask for the ball and she would have position, but they would wait so long that she can't fight no more, that she's getting the ball at the 3-point, or they get a little bit further out. So now her first move is giving time for Hannah, whoever else, to come over. Mm-hmm. She can't just make one step and go into the basket. She got to make 2-3 steps and maybe dribble. So it's like, it's just all bad. Like, you just.
But the thing about Jude is that Jude could have. To me, Jude could have easily put more pressure on the defense, and I think she could have done that just by being more in attack mode as far as getting to the basket. Because she honestly could have gotten a lot of free throws. She could have gotten the bigs in foul trouble if she just would have been in more attack mode. But instead, she ended up getting double teamed. She ended up settling for outside shots. It just wasn't good quality basketball.
But you think also, I think also, in just looking back at it, Hannah was kind of just roaming because she didn't respect any of the guards to shoot, like on USC. So it's kind of hard for Juju to drive. It's kind of hard to drive to the basket when Hannah isn't really playing her person, right? Because now she's coming over. It's a delayed double. So now she's coming over and help double. And then it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I think Juju has to be more decisive. And I said this before. She has to be more decisive in her moves. Like, I'm getting the ball. I know they're doubling, so I'm going quick. I'm passing quick. Like, she has to be more It needs to be more motion, more spacing. Like it needs to be basketball. It's not just hey, let's pass it to one player and just have her shoot it from God knows where. So I'm very disappointed in Judea. Honestly, like I'm very disappointed. And again, it's only 5 games. I know my girl's gonna turn it around. But right now, you're not my girl. Like I can't right now. Like I just can't.
You're not my girl.
Like you really not. Like I'm literally just like I can't even like honestly. Y'all ain't even see me defending her on the timeline like that because I don't got. What can I say? When you sit here and shoot 5 for 25 or whatever, with a 10 for 25, whatever it was. Like what can I say?
Only time I jumped into some shit on Twitter is when they were trying to say she sucked or.
Okay, yeah, I will jump in that now. I will come
everybody can get criticism when you play bad. When you start talking about other shit, when you try to say somebody suck is when I just had enough. But that was just bad. Like, and for us, we were so ready for that game. We were ready for this matchup. We've been talking about this matchup all summer.
Bro, you know who was ready for that matchup? Hannah Hidalgo.
Period.
You can't tell me she did not have that game circled on her calendar. From the moment they announced that game, she couldn't wait.
And it's like that. It's like that Michael Jordan meme, right? It's that Michael Jordan. I took that shit personal.
Yes,
dead ass.
I don't think so. The pressure or the noise is gonna because she been in the limelight all this time. Like,
nah, she's been a star. Even
I'm gonna read it because when people listen back to it, they're not gonna know what we're talking about. They said Jew is rushing and being impatient. Y'all think the pressure and noise is getting to her? Nah, bro, she's had pressure since she was 12.
Exactly.
Like when you got LeBron James at your games at 14, like she's had pressure.
Seriously.
So
she had Bron there, Wade, Kyrie was going.
I mean, people have been saying that she's the next best thing since she's been a freshman or 7th grade. Like so you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's that, but I do think she is pressing. And I do think when you couple that with she didn't get let me stop saying she didn't get better. From what I've seen in these last 5 to 6 games, I have not seen improvement. Now, I'm not saying that we can't see improvement as the season progresses. Maybe, maybe there's still because again, it's a brand new team essentially, right? Outside of her and Ray and Marshall, like it's a brand new team. And so it's going to take time for them to get the camaraderie and chemistry and all that. I get that. But when the coaching is not great like it is, it makes everything just harder. And so I think right now you just see a team trying to simply figure it out. I'm glad they're figuring it out in November, but I still don't have faith. As long as LG is on that sideline coaching, I don't have faith for this team to win it all. I think their ceiling, honestly, is the Elite 8.
So like last year. Yeah.
And you got all that damn talent on your team.
Yeah, I hear you. And
unless Juju just goes unless Juju just goes Super Saiyan and just like towards the end of the year and Kiki somehow they figure it out. But from a coaching standpoint, it worries me. And Berserk says it's going to be hard too,
because it's like, but like for Lindsay, you got to make that adjustment because I think now, like all the teams that USC is going to face, they're going to look at how Notre Dame defended her, and they're going to take whatever.
And they honestly, low key, they got that from Ole Miss.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, that's true.
No, that's why I say. He said, "I doubt they're going to get rid of Coach G because Jew loves her too much." And that's why I call her.
Yeah, they're not getting rid of her.
Yeah, that's why I call her dead woman walking because as soon as Judea is gone, she up out of there. There's no way because she's not a good coach. Like even if y'all saw her at halftime, she looked lost. She looked like she didn't even know she was even in a big basketball game in that moment. Like she had no answer. She didn't know what to say. She looks confused on us. As a matter of fact, she looked like this last year.
I was literally going to say that.
Yeah, she did.
This is not shocking because this is how she looked like.
Yeah, she looked like this last year. It just so happened they were just really good, and Juju was just busting everybody's ass, and we couldn't believe it as a freshman she was doing this 27, 28 a game. So she like this last year. So I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do. You got to figure out something. Any type of movement that you put in the offense is going to help.
Yeah,
because there's no action. Just get the ball at the top of the key and wait, or on the corner, or on the hash and just figure it out. You can't do that every time. I saw people saying go ahead.
I was saying, the fact of the matter is Kiki Iriafen is arguably the best or the most talented 4 in the country. you got to find a way to get her more involved.
Agreed.
That's what it is.
People were saying that Brink made her look better than what she is. You know, people
Nah.
say, yeah, you know,
Kiki can hoop.
She can hoop. She can hoop. She definitely can. You can just tell that they just didn't have, and and that bothers me when you watch that. When you know this player, not like Kiki just popped up last month. We've known this. So what the hell have you been working on? Like when camp got started, what have you been working on? Because we just can't say it's Notre Dame. We saw it against Ole Miss, and I'm not gonna count them other teams that they played. Like I'm not even gonna count that because it's such a blowout. But even against Ole Miss, it was just looking. We talked about it before. It just looked blah, and they should have lost that game. So we'll see, man. Anything else on this before we go forward?
Shout out to Neil Ivy.
Just for everything.
Oh yeah, shout out to her.
Hair, face, coaching abilities.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a dope couple days from the she got the win. She got the win against USC. Jada Ivy had hit the game winner yesterday.
Man,
Yeah.
what a 48 hours for, or what a 72
crazy.
hour long has been for her, man. That's
How
love.
can you or even Kiki develop under such a coaching system? Hey, I hear you. I definitely hear you. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Damn,
Big 10 play is gonna be real interesting for them.
These are the situations where you say, fuck what the coach is saying.
Yeah.
We running this play right now. You know what I'm saying? Like this, at some points in time,
Sometimes.
you got to do that. Like as a leader, sometimes you got to do that. I'm sorry. Like,
Yes.
you know, that's what it is. So
I think sometimes a lot of teams in college and pros win a lot of games and outside of bad coaching. The coaching is coaching bad, but the players just pull the game out. So I feel like USC might have to do that shit. It just sucks for young women. They're still being developed. They're still in college. So it's like you just can't be out there like, yeah, you know, they really great. Just let them go.
You basically just described Doc Rivers.
I did. Hey, he should not listen. Real quick on Doc. Doc Rivers was this close from being fired. He was so bad at Orlando. He was so bad in Boston. They made that trade, and now everybody think he's one of the best coaches of all time.
All for one championship, but go on.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Doc could have had Tim Duncan, and he fucked
he
that
could
up.
have. He could have had Tim Duncan. And I will say this, but we're not gonna go to that. I will say this, like he did have Grant Hill ankle situation was so bad that everybody didn't even know it was that bad. So him and T-Mac would have been fine, but I still don't think Doc Rivers is that good of a coach. I mean, we see it.
Overrated.
Yeah.
How many 3-1 leads has he blown? Like 3 or 4?
The most.
Man, he's blown a lot. Man, he's blown so many leads. 2-1s, 3-1s, all type of shit.
He actually has the most. It's literally the most in history.
Whew. But Jets just committed to USC, and I think Jersey is so championship.
Hey, Jersey, nice.
Yeah. We'll see.
So, Jay, we got Knicks. Team to beat right now. Who's your team to beat? Who you think is the most complete team right now?
Oh shit! From what I've watched so far, shit. I've been back and forth between Notre Dame. UConn pissed me off so bad how they finished that game against UNC. It's like, man, y'all was busting their ass. Y'all shouldn't. You gave them some life. I hate that, but UCLA is the most complete team right now, especially after what they just did. After that, I want to get to Notre Dame, but just seeing UCLA beat South Carolina like that, it was just like, y'all a complete team right now. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'll get it to them. I'll get it to them. Since you put me on the spot, for real. I wasn't expecting that. You got me. Did you give yours?
I did say UCLA.
I think UCLA. I think UCLA looks the most complete, but I'm going with Notre. Well, I'm not gonna say that yet. I'm gonna hold it to another week because I've already been too high on Notre Dame. I already said that I'd see them already, winning it all. So
you are very high on Notre Dame.
Teams having to defend UConn for a long time in zone is telling. Guess they can't defend him in man. They can't stay in front of him.
You can't shit.
But it's interesting because UConn has shooters, so I'm always interested when people play zone against them when they have people that can shoot the ball.
That's always curious to me when teams do that for so long as well. But I don't got nothing else. Anything else before we move to these rankings and get up out of here?
Yeah, I do want to talk about UConn. We didn't give any UConn love today. So Berserk, that's her team. We give UConn some love.
Okay, go ahead. We give UConn some love. Go ahead.
I watched the game on that shitty stream yesterday. I couldn't watch the whole thing. Man, listen, I couldn't watch the whole thing. I was like, I can't. It reminded me of AAU. Like you could tell they was moving the camera like this. Like I'm like, come on, bro.
Shout out to Flo Hoops.
Flo Hoops is terrible. It's terrible. But
where do you even watch that shit at?
I have illegal cable, so I watched it on my TV.
Oh, that's right.
Delete that out of there.
Delete that out of there.
I lied. It's opposite day. I lied. I don't have illegal cable, y'all. But Paige looked fantastic in the first half. I mean, like I've been saying all season, most complete player on both ends of the floor, I would say. Definitely leading the National Player of the Year. AZ Fudd, she got to get going, man. She got to get going. I'm not taking it too seriously because we know that she can shoot lights out. We've seen it before, right? So I'm not concerned about that. She just got to get her legs back under her, get used to being in game play. But I just like to give Tom a hard time because he said AZ Fudd is the best shooter he's ever seen, man or woman. So I like to give him a hard time because
Thomas,
get your ass up in this chat, bro.
So I like to give Tom. I like AZ. Like I have no problem. Look, she can score the basketball, right? But Tom, I have to give him a hard time because he came in the group chat yesterday talking about, yeah, y'all saw AZ. I'm like, bro, she was 1 for 7. Like, what are you talking about? And he goes, oh shit, I didn't know she was 1 for 7.
Oh my god.
But anyway, Sarah Strong, I like her game.
She's good.
She is good. The only issue I love her defensively. I need to see. Yesterday she shot the 3 ball pretty well, but I need to see more of that. I need to see more of that from her. But she can do it both on both ends of the floor. I like that she is aggressive on the defensive end. I like that she goes in and rebounds very well. She plays without fouling, which is very, very important.
Yes.
So I like that about her. But the only issue I have with Sarah, and it's not even because of her, it's because of Gino. Before the season started, he said she's the most complete freshman that's ever entered UConn. And I don't like that because I'm not seeing that. Now, I'm not saying that she's not going to be good or great. How y'all
feel about that? That's crazy.
I'm not saying that she's not going to be good or great. But when you say that, my mind is thinking of something completely different than what I've been seeing.
But that's the thing, like it just adds extra pressure on her.
Exactly.
Like, she can be good,
but that's the thing. I think she's having a great season so far. Like starting off as a freshman, I think she's having a great season so far. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, hold on. He said that she's the most complete. And when you think about the people that's come out of UConn, that's a very high regard. So I'm thinking we're going to see somebody just right off the bat dropping 30 a night, 30 and 10 or whatever the case may be. Not literally 30 and 10, but you get what I'm saying? Like when you put that kind of precursor on somebody, I guess my thought was going to be more dominant right off back, but she's their second best scorer already. So, I mean, it is what it is. I like her game. She's going to get even better. Like this is literally the worst she's going to be. So that's scary. Great for UConn. We are both better than AZ has been at UConn. Yeah, I agree.
For so long, he forgot who the fuck played on his team.
Shit.
Fuck, you forget mine more.
She says, to be honest, as a UConn fan, I'm very leery of giving freshmen credit this early, but it's because Sarah's ability to fill up a stat sheet. I do agree with that. Like she will block it, get a steal, rebound. She can shoot the ball, make her free throw. So I agree with that. But that's high praise, man. So I think when you come out the gate with high praise like that, people expectations are a little bit higher than maybe they should have been. And again, I'm not saying she's not playing great. She's playing great. She's playing great. Easily one of the best freshmen in the country. Who's playing better than her as a freshman?
Shit, I don't.
The girl from the only freshman that I remember that's playing decent like her is what's the girl from? What was that? Michigan? Swartz. Swartz. What's her first name? It starts with an S. Can't think of it. But last name Swartz.
I think it is.
Sila, yeah, it was something like that.
Sila.
So yeah,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Jelani Cambridge hooping at Ohio State. I say that.
I haven't watched them enough.
I haven't watched them yet. It's so much. It's so many games right now. There's so many games. I
haven't watched a full UConn game yet. It's crazy.
Maya was my favorite, but she wasn't filling the stat sheet as much as freshman like Sarah. Yeah, Maya was more efficient though, right? So far, it's only been 5 games, so we can't.
Yeah. It has only been 5. So,
but yeah, shout out to UConn. They definitely gonna be. Listen, UConn is definitely gonna be in the runnings. I think they make the Final Four, depending on what bracket, depending on what region they're in. I think that they
could get to the championship round. I mean, they were close last year.
I agree,
and I know obviously
they were hurt last year. They're better this year.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick, but very, very, very early prediction of the 4 1 seeds going to the tournament.
One seed.
I'm still putting the Gamecocks in there. Gotta put them in there.
I would agree.
UConn, Notre Dame.
UCLA.
Fourth one's tough, man. Do we believe that Southern California gonna change things around?
How do y'all actually feel about Tech? As we talking about this, I'm just gonna go into as y'all thinking about that, I'm just gonna go into the rankings that we're gonna talk about. So, for those that don't know, the new rankings came out. UCLA, the AP rankings, UCLA is number 1, UConn was number 2.
I forgot about UCLA. That's crazy.
Notre Dame was
no, we said them. We said UCLA, ND, South Carolina, and then UConn. Those are the 4, right?
Yeah, I think that's the 4. And then
USC probably number 2 seed.
Yeah, I give them that if they don't get this shit together. Yeah, ND is number 3. South Carolina actually bumped Texas to 5, and so South Carolina is 4 and USC is 6. I'm not really mad at this. If they would have had ND 2, UConn 3, I wouldn't have been mad at that either. But I think this is what we was actually saying after playback, or that this could happen, something like this, if UCLA would have won, and they did. So, how y'all feel about? I mean, I already know Nick was mad as fuck when Notre Dame was number 6 anyway. So
I was telling y'all that they were a top 5 team. Y'all were like, no.
No, we agree, Nick. We agree.
No, don't do that to us.
We literally agree with you.
I remember that.
We did, but we said that the other teams. I think the other teams had like played more games or were undefeated too. So I was like, since they played less games, they're automatically going to be lower than them.
Yeah, like I didn't mind it. Like if that was being 6, I know they can get in pretty quickly, and they did. So it's like, real quick though, like how do y'all feel about Texas? Truly,
honestly, I haven't watched the game yet.
I watched 2 quarters. I watched 2 quarters of it. It was too terrible. Like I was like, I can't watch this. It was not competitive.
Yeah, like I don't know yet. It's so
I
much
have 2 issues, not issues. I would have liked to see Notre Dame at 2, but just because they beat the top 3 teams.
Or USC. Yeah, they did beat the top 3
teams. They literally beat the top 3 teams. So I would like to see them at number 2. I don't mind UConn being at number 2. It doesn't really matter. This ranking shit don't matter. Because it come March time, like, who really gonna show up? But I do think UMD needs to be higher than 10. Okay, and I have a little bias because it's the home team. However, they at least playing somebody. LSU gotta go to 10. Sorry, y'all not playing nobody. Okay,
and they almost lost to Washington.
Exactly. LSU should not be 7 or whatever they were, 6 or 7. They need to be 10th, and that's being nice just because they're undefeated. But
they could be
that's
lower
my
than
issue.
that,
LSU.
Yeah, you better move up Duke and drop down LSU.
But Duke lost. They lost to.
They did. They lost to Maryland. Yeah, so I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So they can't.
So LSU, you're at 10 to me. UMD, you can take 7 because
I like that. I like that move.
Brenda got them girls hooping. Period.
No, I like that move. LSU got a lot of hype coming into the season, and they don't play nobody for real. Like they got a cupcake schedule till like January. Seriously.
But all that hype is based off of like what they've been over the past couple of years.
Yeah. I don't get the LSU thing either because I'm not a big fan of the roster. They ain't played nobody. I know Fly's been going crazy, but I think a lot of players will with the competition they've been playing. And like I said, we don't really know their real test until January when they start playing teams because they had to play Texas, they got to play South Carolina, of course. Who else is in they got to play Tennessee. I mean, but UConn Baylor had gone at home. I don't know. I know the typo. I'm not going to go. I don't know what you were trying to say right there, but I mean, I don't really have no too big of a gripe here with the rankings. It's always fun for us just to talk about.
Yeah.
How is NC State still ranked? They're number 20 and they're 3-2.
That should change. That should change for real. I do will say it's interesting with the voting. UCLA got 20 votes for first place. UConn got 9 for first place. I mean, ranked first, and then ND got 3 votes.
Damn, they still got 9, even though UCLA took out number 1.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. So that's telling as well. That shows you how people feel.
I mean,
about
technically, UConn has played a ranked team. They played North Carolina, but North Carolina sucks, bro. I mean, I shouldn't say suck. They're not good. They're not great.
Good. I was just frustrated how UConn let them come back in that game. I was just really frustrated. They was busting their ass. They really busting their ass. They just put North Carolina was just beating the shit out of somebody the other night. Who was they playing? Indiana? They beat the shit out of somebody. But yeah, I ain't got too much about this, man. It was as expected. I don't know if y'all got any thoughts about this. No, I don't think so.
Player of the week and head on out.
Yeah, we got as we started last week, our player of the week segment. We give y'all somebody who we feel should be the player of the week. My player of the week this week is what's her name? London Jones. That's who
you gonna say what's her name?
What's her name? My player of the week is what's her name?
I had to go look at my notes real quick. Like, fuck, what's her name? What did I put down? Shit. But we already talked about her, man. She played well. She played phenomenal. She 15 points off the bench. I think in like 19 minutes. Mm-hmm. She made all 5 attempts on her 3. She was just a big part of them taking down South Carolina. So that's my player of the week. And it's cool that she got some shine because Betts wasn't, Betts and the other player, I can't think of these girls' names. I'm so sorry. They only combined for they only combined for like 25 points. So her efforts was really key for them, and so I'm glad she got the limelight and people got to see it. So that's my player of the week. Lo, what's yours?
I think it comes as no surprise, Hannah Hidalgo. Just how gutsy are you to walk in Southern California's home in front of a sold-out crowd and wave bye-bye to all of them.
Bye-bye.
The smallest person on the floor, 24 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 5 steals. Reported her 10th career game with 20 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists and 5 steals. The most in Division I over the last 25 years. Hannah's a dog, and that's all I have to say. I mean, it speaks for itself. Like, she's just, that's someone you don't want to see on the opposite end of the floor guarding you 94-50. That's somebody you don't want to see. Like, that's just somebody you don't want to see. And the fact that she's getting into her defensive stance and just smiling, oh, that shit is nasty.
I'm scared as shit,
that's
boy.
Nasty, boy.
I'll be nervous.
I love those kind of players. Like, Hannah
so
is the
nervous.
kind of
God
type of player.
No, yeah, she is. I like Hannah a lot. I do.
Yeah. Who you got next?
Oh man, I got a very underrated player. I don't like to use like the same top players. I'm gonna use this player here. Her name is Kate Denbier. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She comes out of Drake. Senior guard. Over the last week, averaged 39.5 points. Had a 40-point game.
Jesus Christ!
Did you say 39?
39, yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean, unfortunately, they were both losses because they did play against Iowa State. They ended up losing that one, but she's a really good scorer. I had a chance to watch.
The fact that she scored 39 against them, I mean, whatever she scored against them, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, she's good. She's really good. I watched the first half of that game against Iowa State. I got to go back and finish it, but she's a really good player. You have to check it out.
Yeah.
What's her name again?
Kate Denbier. I think that's how you pronounce her last name.
Kate Denbier.
I might be
for who again?
Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, she's from Drake.
Drake. Man.
Mustard. Say that.
Bro, you know what's funny? I was playing Not Like Us on repeat before we get on here because Aubrey that made me mad.
Aubrey.
Stewing?
Aubrey. Oh man, don't get me started on him.
You can't trust a 30-year-old with pigtail flat and barrettes at the end.
He making us look bad. 38 years old and doing this.
Yo, AJ, it's crazy.
Crazy, acting a motherfucker. What is this, man? Just acting a fool. Damn, did my camera go away?
Nah, we can see you.
Oh, for real? That's crazy. Anyways, my shit was spinning like y'all, like I wasn't there. But man, yeah, that's our player of the week, man. Y'all got anything else to get up out of here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You know, crazy,
the jokes are right in the
like
tail.
you know what's so crazy about this whole thing is like we're not even a month into the season yet. And I feel like a lot has happened.
It has a lot of shit.
Yeah, people's moms arguing on Spaces and Twitter and.
Keep your mamas out of this shit, man. Seriously, keep your mamas out of this shit.
Nah, for real, though.
I'm not gonna talk too much because if my baby good at basketball, y'all best believe I'm gonna be that. I'm not gonna be on the Seattle's mom type time, but I'm gonna be on a different type time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing. Y'all better hope
my
I promise you.
Go lottery. You're not gonna be able to tell me a motherfucking thing. It was already
period.
You know that.
Yeah,
nothing.
period. And
not a motherfucking right, nothing at all. But man, shout out to y'all like always. Everybody coming in from YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, man, we'll be back next week. You know, we got playbacks coming up. You know, what else we got coming up? Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, I was gonna say that too. I was literally about to say
happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Eat a lot, drink a lot, be safe. If you cooking, make it be good. Please don't let it be doesn't be nasty. I'm so glad I found out in the last minute.
Don't post no plates either, bro. I hate that shit, man. We all eating the same fucking thing, bro. Like,
God damn.
It's because your yams look different, niggas. Like,
I just wanted to shout out to everyone who, you know, isn't their best self during the holidays or maybe feeling down because they're grieving or going through life because life just be life and for real. So just shout out to everybody that, you know, has a tough time during the holidays. Like I'm here, virtual hug. Hit me in the DMs if you need to talk. If you want some other type shit, don't hit me in the DMs. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
She do got fans. She do got fans, y'all.
Don't tell these people lies.
She got fans. She do. Anyways, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving to y'all, man. Oh yeah, if you find a turkey, don't do that shit inside your garage. Please. Don't drop it down fast. You know, don't burn your shit down because you want a fried turkey. But
no, that's crazy. I think I was probably like 9 years old or something like that. My mom had fried a turkey, bro. Then we started seeing flames come out the pot. It was crazy, dog.
Yeah, man. It's not. Yeah, it's not. If you know what you're doing, you'll burn some shit up for real.
You
like
can,
you
for sure.
You definitely. Yeah, sure. It'd be bad. It'd be a bad holiday for you. Ain't gonna be no more food for real. You're going to the hospital. Yeah, man. Be safe. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.